I know I'm late. Let's talk about it. Right, so, yeah, I'm late to finish the 30-day Linux challenge. I've actually been using it for longer. But I have my reasons, you see? Okay, so, I had a bunch of messed up installations, or good installations that worked. They just didn't like anything that I was doing. They just kind of hated me, you know? So, I wanted to try an Arch-based distribution as a nice conclusion to the series, and, yeah, well, that didn't work, but it did, actually. It didn't work, but it also did. So, I wanted to get Arch. I tried Arch. Arch didn't work. I don't want any, I mean, you can put comments about it, but I have found a distro, and I'm sticking with that one now. I tried Manjaro. Manjaro didn't work. Manjaro really didn't work. And then I found Arco Linux, and it has an option to have NVIDIA just automatically done to you and all of that. Now, it is quite annoying sometimes how Arco Linux just tries to dip in to to you installing a desktop environment with its own themes. That was very annoying in the case of Awesome Window Manager. But I have been having some trouble with desktop environments too. But I have settled. I am settled right now. And I'll tell you guys all about everything that's been happening. And I am going to give you my last decision. My decision: will I stop using Windows, or will I switch to Linux? Right, so the adventure that I had with desktop environments, I installed XFCE, I worked with that for a while, and then I tried KDE. KDE worked for ages, it was great, and then it just stopped working on me just randomly. So then I tried Awesome Window Manager. Awesome Window Manager is fantastic, but I mean, I love how light it is and everything. But it's I installed a shell, like the Material shell over it. So that's actually working quite well. But there are some issues, like I can't put my displays in the right place without it messing it up. I think that might be to do with the shell that I've got. Some stuff just doesn't work. But what I've done today is I have installed good old reliable GNOME. So I've installed GNOME, and I have actually just installed the Material theme again, because it was actually there's actually another version which is for the GNOME shell. So I've got that now. I'm running it. I'll show you guys just a quick glimpse of what I've got going on. So this is kind of what I've got. If I go up here, it's like the kind of regular applications menu, but back in here I can start up like an application. So let's go with Discord. Discord, there it is. I'm going to start that up, and it will start all this stuff. Also, I actually want to show you guys something interesting that I got working. Although Discord is working fine as well, so that's pretty good. I have got blurry Discord, or what was blurry Discord. It worked way better on KDE, but it still works quite well with this. It's Glasscord. It has its issues, but it's mostly just working great. It's also, they managed to make GNOME, they managed to make it tiling, like a tiling window manager. I mean, it's not a window manager, but I don't know, you can really get tiling stuff on anything. I thought it was interesting how they included it in the Material shell. I thought that was quite cool. So that's kind of the desktop I've got going on. I just really like the Material Shell, and it's cool that they released it for GNOME because it is certainly a much more, I'd say, stable, just a little bit heavier than Awesome Window Manager. It's just a tiny bit more polished than Awesome Window Manager is. So I've got this shell installed onto it, but it's all working fine. My displays are working great. So I have got a great configuration going on right now. Not much going wrong with it. So, final decision. Will I stop using Windows? Am I fully switching to Linux? Oh, 1 second, guys. My lighting's a bit off. Right. So, simple answer. Yes, I am going to stop using Windows because Linux is better. And if you guys want any reasons for this, let me give you some. So, stability is great on most distributions. Customization. I love customization. You can do it so much, and it's fairly easy as well on Linux. Security. There's no Microsoft that's looking over your shoulder, getting all your data and stuff. It's fantastic. Number 4, the community. The community is wonderful. They're so helpful. Unless it's some arch elitist, it's always great to have a chat on a Linux subreddit or something. It's great, and I love the community. And a 5th reason, I know I had one. What was it? I can't remember. Let me just remember, guys. Okay, last reason. Got it. Package managers. Package managers are so useful. On Windows, you have to go through a website, look for the correct download. On Linux, it's literally just sudo pacman-s, and then boom, you've got it. Sudo pacman-s Steam, sudo pacman-s Discord. You can do yay-s OBS, and it's all there. It's so easy, and it works fantastically with your system because it's just done in the right way. It's installed. It's just so great. I love Linux. I think I'm going to end the video here, but now you guys know what I'm going to say. I love Linux, and I'm going to stop using Windows because Windows is, and I'm sorry to say this, but Windows is it's not trash, but it is not as good as Linux is. I respect Windows. Windows is a respectable operating system. It's just not as good as others. Although one problem is popularity, but you can pretty much do anything on Linux anyway. You can do most things on Linux. With the glorious help of Wine. So that's the only problem I have with it. But more and more companies and people are using Linux. I know Google Stadia uses it. Valve has their Proton, and that's fantastic. It's just everything's going great right now. It's all working fantastic. So I'm going to stop using Windows. I am switching to Linux fully. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.